And we are live. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to our live. My name is Ying Harlan, a proud mom, wife, and a grandmother, currently based in Ontario, Canada. After over 30 years in the corporate world, I'm now transitioning into retirement while building a digital business that gives me more time, freedom, flexibility, and purpose. Tonight, I'm joined by three amazing women from different walks of life. We have Bernadette, a passionate childhood educator shaping young minds, and Azan, a dedicated corporate employee navigating the demands of a 9 to 5 career, and Mavic, a retired government employee who chose to explore opportunities beyond retirement. We're excited to share our journeys, insights, and real life experiences with all of you. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to bring them to the stage now. Okay, there you go. Hello, ladies. Good evening. How are you guys?
Hello.
Good,
Great. Thank you.
very good.
Thank you. Thank you
Good
for
evening.
showing up to my live. So, can you just quickly introduce yourself from Mavic to Azon then Bernadette, please? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you are watching from around the world. My name is Mavic. I'm originally from the Philippines, currently living here in Okotoks, Alberta, Canada. I am a wife, a mom, and a grandma of two precious grandchildren, and I am a proud digital business owner.
All right. Thank you. Hello, Sis Azan.
Hi there, everyone. So it's Friday night, and we are here back live. And if this live happens to come across your FB or Facebook page, um, take the time to listen. And I'm originally from the Philippines. I hope that everybody is fine and is doing well. And it's great to be here again.
All right. Thank you. Hello, Sis Bernadette.
Hello, everyone. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning from. I am Bernadette, originally from Baguio City, Philippines, and now living here in Canada as an early childhood educator, a proud digital business owner, and a child of God. Back to you,
All
Zee.
right. All right. Again, thank you again for coming to my live. So we're not gonna take too long. We're gonna dig into our discussion. So we're gonna do a Q&A questions here for everyone so that everybody can listen to what everybody's insights of whatever we do in our digital business. Okay, so our first topic is for think it's for everybody to reply. Okay, so I'm going to read it for you guys. So the topic is from stability to freedom. Why people do why people or most people explores more today. So I'll ask the question first to Bernadette. Um, how has working with children shaped your view of time and future? Go ahead, sis.
All right. For many people, stability used to mean having a secure job, a steady income, and a predictable routine. But over time, especially after life changing events and global uncertainty, people began to realize that stability doesn't always equal freedom. Working as a childhood educator, I saw this deeply. Children don't worry about schedules, deadlines, or income. They live in the moment. That made me reflect. Am I truly present in my own life? So it became clear that time is our most valuable asset. And while stability can provide comfort, it can also limit growth if it keeps us stuck. So that's why more people today are exploring new paths like digital business that we do have because they are seeking not just income but time freedom, flexibility, and control over their time.
Thank you so much, Sis Bernadette. Now, for Sis Asan, as a corporate employee, do you feel that job stability today is still secure long term? Go ahead, Sis Asan.
I do agree with Sis Bernadette. Job stability today is less secure. Why? Because you see, rapid technology changes. Automation and AI are replacing or
Yeah,
reshaping roles faster than before. You would notice that even if you go to restaurants, you would see some robots delivering already your food.
it's true. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yes,
Your your
yes,
order
yes.
in restaurants. So you have all of this. You go to grocery, what do you see? Self checkout. How many cashiers are in there?
Mm-hmm.
What used to
Mm-hmm.
be 16? There are only 3 or 4 cashiers now. So that's technology is constantly changing. So also about economic uncertainty with COVID, even with with big companies, they even laid off people.
Yes.
So there are
Yes.
Yeah.
circumstances, there are happenings that we cannot control, and also
Mm-hmm.
corporate priorities shift quickly. Loyalty is no longer always rewarded with long-term security. They look
So
at
true.
people who have you know where they can be financially more stable, and have the same sets of skill. And of course, with global competition, with again with COVID, even people working across the earth can do a job to a certain company. So most of the time it's already online. You can do a job even if you're home. So that thing, this things tells us that, hey, yeah, you got a good job, but still it's not secured. I would say that uh, job stability is not gone, but it's not guaranteed. That's why people
Right.
constantly are looking for, having multiple skills, being more
Mm-hmm.
adaptable, creating multiple income streams. And how will you do that? Of course, learn how to do some side hustles, like
Mm-hmm.
this business that we are
Mm-hmm.
doing. So what if something happens to you? What if something happens to your company and you get laid off?
Yeah.
What is your backup plan? You have to implement something, right? So again, because of this constantly changing technology, AI, automation, people companies don't need people anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everything can be done by technology. So it's good to have a side hustle. It may not be this business, but try to create something from outside where you can still ensure the safety financially of your family. Back to you, sister.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that, Sis Asan. Um, I'm I lost Sis Mavic. All right. I guess she's having
Okay, I'm
connection
back.
issue. Oh, you
I'm
are
back.
back. All right.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So I was just going to call you on the next stop. Sorry, the same topic, but it's your turn. So, Sis Mavic, after retirement, did reality match expectations financially and lifestyle wise? I'd like to hear
Wow.
it. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for this question, and then yeah, I'm happy to share my experience with that. And to be honest, not completely. When I retired, I really believed that this was it, like the time to finally relax and enjoy life. Because we prepared for it for so many years, right? Wala na kami mortgage, no major debts. Talagang pinag-ipunan namin. And I thought, okay, this is the season where we can really just enjoy. And in so many ways, that was really true. And I am so grateful. I have more time. I get to slow down and spend time with my family. And I appreciate those moments very, very much so. But at the same time, I started noticing something. Even if you're prepared, iba pa rin you have your monthly income, right? Na salary. You become more careful kasi wala na yung monthly salary mo after your retirement. So you become careful. Simple things like going out, traveling, even small purchases. You start thinking, okay, how will this affect us long term? It's kind of different mindset when you're no longer earning the same way. But thankfully, we have guidance from our financial advisor. We had a clear picture of our budget and lifestyle, but still there was that awareness, that limitation. And that's when it really hit me. Having time is one thing, but feeling free is another. And I realized that I didn't just want to have time, I wanted to have a peace of mind as well while enjoying that time. I wanted the flexibility, choices, and not having to hesitate when it comes to experiences with my family. And that's why I became open to something new. The digital business came into my life at the right time, and it became a way for me to supplement our retirement income. But more than that, it gave me a sense of purpose again and a different kind of freedom. Thank you,
All
Cecilia.
right. All right. Thank you so much, Sis Mavic. So I guess the takeaway from that topic is that stability is no longer guaranteed. Building something on the side creates option and not pressure. Yeah, that's just my takeaway. Okay, so we move on to the next topic here. And the topic is different careers, same realization. Time is valuable. So, Sis Bernadette, as a childhood educator, what moments made you realize time with family matters more than anything?
Thanks, Sis, for that question. So, no matter what career we come from, an educator,
Mhm.
a healthcare worker, corporate employees, or business owners, many of us arrive at the same realization. Time with family is irreplaceable. There are moments that make this truth hit hard. There are moments like missing important milestone because of work, feeling exhausted at the end of the day with no energy left for loved ones, and realizing that while we are busy building a life, we're missing living it. So for me, working with children reminded me how fast time moves. So you see them grow every day, and it makes you think about your own life and family as well. So that realization shifts priorities. It's no longer just about earning more, it's about being present, creating memories, and designing a life where time is no longer sacrificed for that income.
All right. Thank you so much, Sis Bernadette. Now, for Sis Asan, do you ever feel like you're trading too much time for income? Let's hear what she has to say.
Am I trading time or too much time for income? Honestly, I would say yes. And I know a lot of people will agree with me. You wake up early. Some people would have to wake up 6 o'clock or 5:30,
Yep.
right? For an early schedule. You have to commute. That's not even included. Your commute is not even included in your 9 to 5 job, right? If you have to work and commute for 1 45 minutes or 1 hour, that's a lot of time taken away from you if you're to spend that for your family. And then work long hours and deal with stress. Yes. And then at the end of the day, your income is still limited by your time. So if you don't work, you don't get paid. If you get sick, income poses, right? If you want more money, you need to work more hours. So yeah, as a worker and a career mom, I would say yes. I'm trading a lot of time. If there's a way I could earn this much amount also, even while doing what is staying at home or even for just a couple of time or hours, I would do it. That's why I joined this business. There are only 24 hours in a day. Your energy is not unlimited. At the end of the day, you always get tired. Your
Yes.
income has also a ceiling. That's it. It couldn't go higher unless if we didn't go out and had that job action. I wouldn't I wouldn't have the income that I have right now. But then again, if you have a side hustle, you can earn more than or three times or five times what you're earning in a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so even if you work harder, there's also a limit how much you can earn. At some point, people or I would start asking, what if I can earn without even being present, right? So the good thing about the business that we're doing is it's automated. You don't have to do everything. We only do 10%, as they say, because 90% is already done. There is a system that is already built for us. We don't do inventory. We don't have to count. We don't have to order products. No, we don't. We don't have to sell. So that's where the idea of leverage and digital income comes in. This is very nice. This I can do this business even with the busy work I have, right? So a job gives us, yes, stability, security. Don't quit your job, right? So you can do this job alongside your business, but then build something on the side for freedom.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sis Asan. All right. So for Sis Mavic, it's the same topic. So Sis
Mhm.
Mavic, looking back, what would you have done differently with your time?
That's a great question, Sis Ying. Um, Looking back, I would say I wish I have explored more opportunities earlier. I spent so many years working hard, being responsible, doing what I believe was the right thing to do, providing, saving, preparing for the future. And I don't regret that because it helped me build the life we have today. But if there's one realization I have now, it's this thing. It said, we all know this. Time goes by so fast, right? So you think you have so much of it until suddenly you're in a different season of life. So if I
Mm-hmm.
could go back, I would have been more open of learning new things, especially opportunities that could give me a flexibility, just like our digital business, not just financially, but with my time. Something that I could build on the side without waiting for the retirement. Like I wish I could have done earlier. I wish I could have done this, having this digital business and at the same time still working. Because in our community, we know that we have some business partners that already retired even before they were 40 years old, right? So, yeah, I wish I could have done this earlier. And because the truth is, it's not just about reaching a retirement, actually, it's about having the freedom to enjoy your life along the way. And now that I see it, I really value differently. I protect it more, I choose more intentionally, especially spending my time with my family. Thank you, Sising.
Wow. Thank you so much. So, after listening to everyone's insights on this topic, I guess no matter what your profession is, time is the one thing you can't get back,
Mm-mm.
right? So,
Yes,
let's use it wisely. All
so
right.
true.
Thank you so much, ladies. Okay. The last topic for us to see is, to discuss is different. No, sorry, that's not the one. No, I'm on the third one. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, mindset shifts from employee thinking to opportunity thinking. So, Sis Bernadette, what helped you become open to learning something new outside your profession?
Thanks, Sis Ying, for that question. So, the biggest transformation doesn't start with skills, it starts with the mindset. As an employees, we are trained to think, follow instructions, stays within a role, trade time for income. But growth begins when you start asking, What else is really possible for me? And can I create another source of income? Or can I learn something beyond my profession? For
Mhm.
me, what opened my mind was exposure. Hearing these stories, seeing others succeed, and realizing that opportunities like digital business are not limited to a specific background. It takes humility to become a beginner again. So, courage to step outside of your comfort zones and faith to believe in something new. So that shift from employee thinking to opportunity thinking. So this allows people to unlock new possibilities, build additional income streams, and ultimately move closer to freedom. So there all this topic connect to just one. We are not just working for a living, we are building a life. So when you start valuing your time, protecting your priorities, and opening your mind to opportunities, that's when real transformation begins.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Bernadette. All right. For Sis Ason, where's my question? What fears or doubts lost that? Okay, sorry. What fears or doubts do corporate employees usually face when starting something new?
Great question, sis. So, this is exactly what holds many people back from trying something new. When someone is used to a stable job, faces an opportunity or a new opportunity like business or a side hustles, these thoughts or fears usually come up. What if I fail? That's the first one. What if I'm not good enough? What will people say? And I don't have time. Or it could be, what if this is a scam? So all of these are fears. All of people are scared joining businesses because they feel comfortable with what they're doing already with their 9 to 5 job. They worry about starting something they don't fully understand. But boy oh boy, we have the complete tools in this business for you to go through to learn how to run your own business. And some people may be scared because what if I lose my stable job? Again, you don't have to quit your job. Quit your job. You may say, I'm too busy, I don't have time. You don't need a lot of time to do this business. We use our break time, 15 minutes, an hour, or our lunch, or while driving, or when you're at home instead of scrolling through social media. Just do the business. Just run your business. You can run it anywhere. A lot of us are doing this business in the bathroom,
Yes.
right?
O- Okay,
Very
thank you.
small time. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know. I think there's a little bit of mess over that. I couldn't hear you. Anyways, let's move on to Sis Mavic. Okay, in the same topic, what advice would you give to those waiting until retirement to try something different?
Okay, thank you so much for the question, Sis Yang. My advice is simple. Don't wait. I understand that mindset because I was there too. You think maybe later when things are more stable, when I have more time, but reality is there will always be something that would keep you busy, right? There's no perfect time. What I've learned is that sometimes you just have to be open and willing to try, even you don't have anything figured it out. You don't need to start big. You can start small. Learn something new, like explore different opportunities and give yourself a chance to grow. Because the earlier you start, the more time you give yourself to build something that can support you later on. For me, the biggest shift was realizing that opportunities are always there, but you have to be open to see them. And now I always say this, your time is valuable now, not just when you retire. So if there's something you've been thinking about, something you've been putting off, maybe this is your sign to start. Maybe just be open to start this digital business and see how it goes for you. You have your ability to check it out. So I would say don't wait, start now.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So I guess after listening to you guys, it just gives you one thought of like growth starts when you become open and not when you feel like you're ready, right? And you're right, whatever you say when you
Mhm.
say there, Sis Mavic, that don't wait till you retire. You actually need to start doing something for yourself even before you retire, right?
That's true.
And
Very true.
it's, what, when I was working, I mean, I'm still working, but when I was younger, I never thought of retirement. I always, like, everybody was like, oh, make sure you save for your retirement. And because we were enjoying that moment of, like, being in the office, the camaraderie between your colleagues and coworkers, the whole office environment, or if you're in a hospital, the whole, you're enjoying that moment, right? You don't think about the retirement, and you were young, right? You don't think about all these
Yes.
things, right? And I was like, that's still too long. That's still far away. And you know what? When you get this, like, oh, shoot, you realize, like, really, I should have started earlier, you know
Yes.
and
Yes.
sometimes you don't think a lot of these things, and I really wish um every all these young people are actually thinking down the road for their own future, right? All right, thank you again. So that's all for tonight for our questions. So I'd like you to, if you have anything to say to our viewers, like an advice or encourage them to join us, please do so. We'll start again with Azon, Bernadette, and Mavic.
So once again, um, if you can work for somebody to achieve their dreams, why can't you work for your family? Build something now while you are still strong, while you are still young. Don't wait for the perfect time because it will never come. There's no perfect time. Everything will be laid out for you. Don't be scared. We are here to support you. We support each other. So if you have any question, just message any one of us, or check our Facebook and send us a quick chat.
All right,
Yes.
thank you. Go ahead, Sis Bernadette.
Yes, this is my tagline. If you want to have a change in your life, then make a change right now. You don't need to have a perfect time. You just need to start. And the time to start is now.
All right, thank you. All right, Sis Mavic.
Hello, everyone. This is Mavic again. I just want to let you know that this business that we have been discussing, it's all about. It's finally, it is a business that anyone can do who is 18 years old and above, whether you are 20 years old, 30, 40, 50, 60, or even 70s. You don't need to be a tech savvy. You don't need to have a prior background in the business to start the business. The system is already in place, ready to use step by step, and you will be provided with a personal mentor and a personal coach. So, if you are interested or if you are into that situation where you are stuck and you're feeling like, oh, I need to change my lifestyle, you know what, there is a way to do that. Each one of us here have our own website, so just check us out. Simply register your name and your email address and you will be able to watch a free or complimentary webinar. And if you have any questions after watching that webinar, reach out to us and we will be here to support you every step of the way. Check it
All
out
right.
now.
Thank you, thank you. So for me, and if you are one of the one been sitting on the fence and just watching from the sidelines, tonight is your sign to start asking questions and explore what's possible. We do, as what Sis Mavic says, we do have a complimentary webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30 p.m. PST and 8:30 p.m. EST. And if that's something that it interests you and want to learn more details about what we do as a digital business owner, we do have a 149 fee. That is a 30-day money back guarantee. But that gives you access to all the tools that we use to run the business and the compensation package. And if it's not something that suits your lifestyle, we can always refund you the 149. Thank you again for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again next Friday. Bye for now.
Bye. God bless
Don't go
everyone.
away.
Bye. God bless.